I
Or
know at the beginning they
how do they
cry.
feel? They
No,
cry.
no,
Okay.
no, they cry. I'm not
I
joking.
see.
This is 100% true. It's real life, real story. My student is around 28 years old,
hmm
and he cried.
Oh my goodness. This is why I asked, because I don't feel like I could do that. I am very soft-hearted. I'm always like, yes, sure, no, I'll help you. It's fine. But
The thing is
some
that
pressure does
if I don't actually
play a
put pressure, the
role.
moment that they have to go to the exam in front of the computer or the examiner or something,
hmm Yes.
what are they going to do? I mean, at least
Yeah.
they were trained already that I put them that pressure and they will not
Yeah.
face the same pressure. So they will feel more at ease. So it's not
Yeah.
going to be a big problem. But yeah, I do it
Yes.
with my student and it worked. He actually
That's
started
great.
with me. He had 60 over 100, 60, 66 over 120.
hmm
And he needed to reach 110. And
Oh,
he reached 110 over 120
awesome.
in 1 year.
Amazing. That's very good progress. Huge.
Yeah, it's
He did his part
yes.
as well at home, for sure.
Yes.
Right.
So everyday classes, Monday to Friday, every day.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's
He
really
reached
intense.
110 is yeah. So he cried a lot and I'm proud of it.
Amazing.
But
No,
it
what I
worked.
usually I am so soft that when I say like time is up, I
Yeah.
say, okay, okay, everyone, time's up. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Because you can
No.
and as an examiner, the moment when I say thank you, and they know that they're supposed to stop
Yeah.
talking, so we get the little booklet from their hands, and I'm
Yeah.
like, thank you, and already making a face like, I didn't.
And you totally heartbroken there crying with them.
I get heartbroken. I am so soft, so soft. I
Yeah, it's just
do
like,
what is
okay, everybody,
necessary,
time's
but
up.
with the pain, yes. Oh no, I am like, oh, sorry, but yeah.
No, I just tell them,
It
time's up, time's away,
yeah.
period.
This sort of there's always it's like a good cop, bad cop kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? And students benefit from both
Yeah.
sorts of behavior, but I believe, and the Brazilians who are listening to me are going to be mad, perhaps. I believe Brazilians learn from love, and sort of like that motherhood feeling of like, no, mommy will help you. It's going to be okay.
Oh no, 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 no. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's like I don't think it's like that there. Come on.
We are very soft-hearted. I don't know. I will
Jesus.
try. I will try. I will experiment with one class
Yeah.
and I'll be strict and I'll see what happens. And I'll
But
let you know the
yeah, yeah.
difference.
I think everything depends on, as a teacher, you just go inside the classroom, you just start looking at the students, you recognize. I don't know. I think it's actually come with me. It's like, oh, this class is gonna be good. Okay, they're gonna be nice.
Yes.
Boom. Or sometimes you
Yes.
just go to the classes, you're like, oh, this class got a little bit challenging. Okay, I need to be mad. I need to be the monster now.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Yeah.
It's-
I have lots of issues changing for that. It's something I would have to work on should I work like in regular schools and so on. That's why I just teach teachers
yeah.
because they're always willing. They want to do everything. They do their homework
So
for
you've
the
been very
most.
lucky. So you've been very lucky. You
Yeah.
had very good teachers.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
As far as I
You mentioned
know,
in the beginning, like
yes,
teachers are the worst learners.
yes,
I think they are good learners, but they are the worst students. They
yeah.
are good learners. They know how to learn. However, if you tell them you have to do this way, they will be like,
Are you
maybe not.
challenging me?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I will do it my way. I'm like, yeah, sure. Right.
Yes, exactly. And you gotta deal a lot with that, I guess.
Yeah, a lot. I had a student a few years ago who was taking the paper-based exam, and he really wanted to write on with a pencil and only then change it to pen. And I was like,
Yeah.
there is no time. It doesn't matter how fast you are, there is no time. Did he listen to me? No.
No.
Was there time? Also no.
Mm.
So he delivered half a text in
Wow.
pencil. Yeah. The digital versions are there to prevent that from happening, right?
Yeah. Wow. All right. Let's make a move to listening.
Yes.
Um, Listening. It's about filtering culture, emotion, and meaning. How does this affect exam performance
Uh English is the lingua franca all over the world,
worldwide? Yeah.
which does not mean that we understand the all of the cultural aspects that come with it. Um, I was attending a class led by a professor from a university in Wales, and I was talking about, I don't know, I don't remember what it was, and I said the word eulogizing, and she
Okay.
laughed. She was like, haha. And I was like, okay,
What's going
okay,
on
okay,
with you?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, why is it funny? And of course, needless to say, that as soon as we closed I closed Zoom window, I
Yeah.
was there on Coca Corpus on the dictionary, and I was like, I was using it correctly. So maybe I don't know how it works with if Wales is a country that does not use this word. I don't know if it is that I know it. I know it is not a high frequency word, but it's the word that came up to my mind because we have a cognate of that in Portuguese,
Yeah.
elogioso, eulogizing. It's pretty similar, so it is a word that easily come to mind. Um, However, I don't know. I still don't know why it was
Why she's
funny. Yeah. So
maybe
listening has a lot to do with culture. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
can it
What
be
do you
because of
think?
your accent?
Maybe laughing about one's accent is bad
It
behavior.
it happens. It happens. It happens.
It does. It
It
does. It
happens,
does.
and it's very common. And
I
you're judged by
see.
your accent, and it's very common, and it's
It
normal.
is.
But it's
Yes,
not
yes.
not
Everyone has
appropriate,
accent.
but it's
Yeah.
common.
Yes. So I guess that when you're listening, there's listening is a two-way street. So there's the cultural filter we have. So what we listen goes through our culture and it reaches our brains after going through our culture, right?
Hmm.
And when that happens, we need to be able to see through this, even though, like in this case, I don't know what was funny, but if I were the one listening and I thought that a use of some word was different,
Yeah.
I would be questioning. I would be like, what about this person's culture had that caused them to say that, and what about
Yeah.
my culture caused me to find it funny or
Yeah.
different, right?
True.
So and that exerts a huge influence on how we interpret things. So a good example of that, uh, it's for the last part of listening,
Yeah.
and when we have you, I don't know if you have noticed this, but there's always it's the one where you hear the recording twice but you're doing two different tasks. Usually one of the tasks requires you to connect what the person is saying to something really easy to understand and concrete, and the other part is completely um
Is it the one that,
how do
that
you
had the
call that?
two columns over there?
The
What
two
is it?
columns, yes.
Oh, it's like
Uh,
A to H or something like that.
exactly. A to
That's
H, yes.
part four,
For
is it?
part four of listening, yes. So what happens is one of the columns is really concrete, and the other is, what's the opposite of concrete? I forgot the word. Abstract. So students will be really torn between whether they're right or wrong. So, for example, you will hear the recording twice while you listen, and which benefit of having a gap year each speaker mentions, for
Oh
instance.
yeah.
So they have, for example, dealing with disappointment,
Well,
or we have also taught a sport. Whether someone taught a sport or not is pretty straightforward. Either you taught a
yeah.
sport to someone or not. However, dealing with disappointment is really something that
Yeah.
may be a bit abstract. You're like, did he deal with disappointment or not?
Then
Or
it's about how
was
it
he?
sounds.
Yes. So, most students in C1, C2 level will not miss a word. It's not about the sound, it's not about what they're saying. It's about this cultural filter. What is disappointment to
Interpretation.
me? Interpretation, definitely. This maybe disappointment to me is one thing, and to you, it means something else.
Exactly. Yes. I actually use these exercise a lot with my students. And
That's
I
great.
made them and I try to make them do it like in one time listening, not twice.
Mm,
Just listening
you
to
are
it once and then they
you're
go.
evil.
But in the
It
end, it gives
works.
good result. I'm
Yeah,
happy then
absolutely.
because it reaches what I wanted. And it's that every time they actually have to go to the exam, they're not like, oh, it's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be only once. No, it's twice. So they can confirm the answer once in there in the exam. So
Yes.
it has worked. And I use that exercise a lot because most of the students fail in that one specifically.
Yes, definitely.
Well, but now, why do the best students in reading are the ones that fail in listening? Have you had those students?
Mm, I
They're
guess that
really strong readers.
I've had many different combinations
Yeah.
of like students who did really well in listening, but not so well in reading and use of English. So, um, I don't I hadn't connected these two skills in that way. Like the ones who are good at reading are
Mm-hmm.
not so good at listening, and vice versa. Um, I'm gonna have to check some results
Mm-hmm.
to see if I find this pattern. But I would connect this to the frequency with which people read. I have lots of students who are avid readers. Um, I People who are at university, who are studying languages at university, and they read a lot, so they are used to that. It's something they do regularly, and when they listen they are usually relying a lot on subtitles. Also, here in Brazil, there's a huge culture of watching. Is that the correct word?
Dubbed. Yeah.
Dubbed movies. Yes,
Yeah.
when there's a
They did. They
speaking
dubbed the movie.
actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a speaking actor, a voice actor
The voice
who
actor.
speaks. Yeah. So we have a huge culture on that. I have students who are very advanced, and yet they do not wish to watch their movies in English. They want to listen to it in Portuguese, especially because of the problem of the second screen. They don't
Okay.
want to look at it, right? So these are, I think it depends on how people developed these skills. The interpretation is what puts these two together, reading and listening. Both are relying a lot on interpretation and, of course, the knowledge of vocabulary. Um, the sound is what makes a difference.
Yes,
That's
exactly. But I don't know. I've had those type of students who are really good in reading, but in listening, they're terrible. My student, for
very
example, he
interesting.
got like, yeah, 29 over 30 in reading. Listening, 21
Oh my
over 30.
God.
There must be
Why?
something there.
Yes, cognitively speaking,
Yeah.
um
Or maybe he needs to be hit
Listening,
more.
perhaps.
No.
Cognitively speaking, like reading, listening is more natural for us
Yeah.
than reading. Reading, I had a professor who said reading and writing are sort of technology. However, there is something there in that because we've been reading and writing our whole lives, written language has a huge cognitive impact on us. I told
Hmm.
you, I guess, previously about my research on graphophonemic
Yeah.
relations because I was worried about people's pronunciation rather than their interpretation. But however, this may be what is connecting these two skills. So people read really well. However, when they listen, they're not connecting the sounds
Mm.
to the meaning. And in connected speech, also in higher levels, there's a lot of people speaking, and it's 40 minutes. Cambridge is 40 minutes of continuous listening.
Yes.
I find that really annoying. I get
Of
so
course.
distracted. By the end of the listening exam, I am already thinking about what is it that I'm going to read or eat later. I'm making plans for the future because
Yeah.
if I'm doing the listening, I've been doing this exam since 8 a.m. I've been doing this forever. So
I
now I'm
remember
already
I remember
tired.
I actually took it and it took like 3 hours, 3 hour, 4 hours. More than the
Yeah.
level of English, it's more about like the patience that you have. You gotta be very
Yes,
patient.
patience. Yes,
It's really
resilience,
annoying.
and so on.
All
Yeah.
of them, all of them. TOEFL's the same, IELTS, C2,
Yeah.
all of them. So annoying. In that sense, it's
Yeah.
really annoying. Too
But
much
TOEFL is more
time.
relaxing.
I
TOEFL
think
is
TOEFL
shorter, isn't
is,
it?
I think, yeah, but I still, I'm sorry, I still
Still
find
long.
C2, no, no, not C2, IELTS a lot easier than TOEFL.
Yes, I see IELTS tasks as more forward, I guess, more straightforward. They
It's a
are
lot easier, yeah.
they feel yeah they feel more like you would need not as much preparation, like strategy. It really is something you can follow.
Yeah.
Right? While
I don't know.
TOEFL, I'm always confused when I try to do TOEFL. I'm always like, what's happening? Ah, yeah, it was that.
Yeah, so we have the IELTS and the TOEFL, but no, I prefer TOEFL. TOEFL is a lot more challenging, I think. IELTS is a lot easier, but in this exam, C2 is the toughest one, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very tough.
You've taken all of them?
Yes, I remember actually I did it with my Irish friend.
Okay.
Surprisingly, I
And
beat
you've
him.
lived in the US. You've lived in the US most of your life, right? So
Yeah,
you are a native speaker of English, I take.
kind of. Would say.
How does
Some people would say that.
yeah, some people wouldn't.
Some
Well,
people wouldn't. Let's
right.
agree to disagree. Let's do the Trump now.
Yeah, but cognitively speaking, you are
Yeah.
a native speaker. Like
Yeah.
you cannot. The science is the science, right? Much as some people are like, oh no, not a native speaker. But yeah, as a native speaker of English, how did that feel? Like, I never taken a Portuguese language test. Perhaps I should.
It was very annoying. To be honest, I did it with my other friend, with my colleague, Irish. They also speak English and all
Mhm.
that. So they have very
Yes,
thick
yes.
accent and everything. So we actually went there because we were required actually to travel and start teaching abroad. We were required to have that so it can be easier to be hired in all the schools and blah blah blah. Like a
Even
proof
the
that yes,
Irish guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. We actually did it.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I beat him. It was very funny
Yeah.
because it was very, very annoying, I would say. It's very annoying.
It is.
It's
I
very
love it.
tiring.
I have to say, I I love taking these exams. I love these tasks. I have a lot of fun. After
I
the
did it
first time I
once.
finished them, yeah. No, the first time I finished, I was like, I want to go again. That was so much fun. When
Yeah,
like a roller coaster feeling.
yeah.
Um, but that's me. I know that most people are just like,
No, but
Annoying.
the thing is that since you are actually already in it, you know actually how the test is. You got the abilities to do it. So of course you're not going to have any problem. You can
It's
actually
a
just do it
difference.
easily. It's going to be like a hobby for you. So,
Yeah.
but when I did it, I actually experienced a little bit of everything. I would say I didn't like it at all because you need to be patient, and that's something I don't have maybe that much. And it was very annoying. But it was very
Right.
interesting actually at a certain point to get to know that some things, some facts actually we don't use it and we don't recognize it as native speakers
Mm.
because we don't care about it. We just talk.
Yeah.
So that's why I would say no native speakers actually they're really good at teaching grammar
Hmm.
because they already know actually
Yes.
how to use it and combine everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Were there like vocabulary that you didn't know?
No,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
no. In that
That was
sense, no.
good.
It was very tiring. It was only tiring.
I see.
I just wanted to leave. I was hungry and I was sitting down there and I had to
How
wait until
hungry
for the
do
other
we
one
get? We
and I
get
have to
super
go.
hungry. Yes,
So
it is an
annoying.
experience that causes lots of hunger. So if you're listening and planning to take these exams, by all means, like take your snack because it will be needing it,
Yeah.
right?
And don't drink so much water.
Yeah, definitely. There will be no time for that.
If yes, if you drink too much water, then you need to go to the toilet. That will be a lot of time
The
there.
precious five
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, it was very interesting actually to do that exam. It
Hmm.
it helped. It helped a lot. So then I had to actually come back and start reading a little bit more grammar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I'll take a Portuguese one to see how that goes. I will fail, I
I
believe.
think I think you will not fail. However, you will find out that there are some things that you're missing there.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. I don't think you will fail, definitely. But yeah,
Hmm.
you'll know so like what is this? What is that? It's mostly
Hmm.
attention for us. You need to be
Oh, I see.
focused. You're doing the exam, it's like, okay, that's it, okay. But then you just start losing the focus, like getting tired. I don't want to keep going. That's it.
Yeah, that
But
makes
of course,
sense.
for a person who's a no-native and he's doing that exam for the first time, it must be very killing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I have reports from students who were like, I had to go home and I did not do it. I lost the exam. I'll just do it again some other time and work on my psychological aspects and skills and just prepare better. They were prepared. This
Yeah.
person who gave up on the exam right before, like on the eve of the exam, um,
No.
they were prepared. That's something also. I don't allow students who are not prepared to do the exam. So I have an 100% rate of success because if they're not ready, I'm like, no, you
No.
are not buying this exam. You're not spending your money. No.
Yeah.
But this person was prepared and they just gave up. But
Wow.
then they did it again like a while later and everything was fine. But this is how strong the psychological aspects are. They may really get in your way,
Yeah. Might be. That's true.
even
So
boredom.
exactly. So now that we're talking about this, it's pretty boring and all that freaking exams. I don't actually like them that much, but of course I know it's needed. But you as an experienced teacher here, uh, what what advice would you give to the students for the day,
um,
for the day of the exam? What would you tell them?
First thing that is a bit counterintuitive is know the rules because on the day you cannot be bothered by bureaucracy. So know what you have to do to be there. Say, don't forget your documents. Read the boring papers about what to do on the day of the exam. They are free. They are on Cambridge website. TOEFL has them as well. Um, just read the boring papers so you know how, because there's rules even to take a bottle of water. It cannot be just
Hmm.
any bottle of water. So know this stuff because you cannot be bothered by them then. That's a day dedicated only for the exam. So know the bureaucracy. Uh, Not a very fun advice, but moving on to
Yeah,
better advices. On the week before the exam, you are not going to increase your level in a week. You're not going to solve your weaknesses in a week.
exactly.
Relax, read, watch movies, use the English language as much as possible in a way that is relaxing for you, but don't overstimulate. Don't try to learn 1,000 new things on that week because that will weaken your nervous system. Just relax and think, I did everything I could. I did my best. Now I'm just going to enjoy the ride, right? Like some meditation
Yeah,
of
yeah,
sorts,
I get some yoga there
right?
as well.
Yes, yes.
Let's do
It's
this
the moment for
together.
that.
All right.
Now, the all the
Peaceful.
pressure, all the cramming of the writing, you have done that. Now it's over. Relax.
Exactly.
Uh, do the exam in the order from the most difficult for you. Don't fall for teachers who are like, dude, 8, 10, 8, 7, 1, 2, 4. It's your order. You know where it takes the longest for you. So go directly there. Um, what else could I say for exam day, right?
Yeah,
Or
for the
for
exam
okay.
day.
For exam day, know
Be
your
ready.
strategy. Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, don't be stubborn with the options that the exam gives you. If you are not good at a report, your reports have not been good throughout preparation. And then the report prompt is sounds good. Don't go for it.
Yeah,
Do the safe thing. Be bold
exactly.
some other day. When you try to remember the prompt when you get home, you write your report. If you're not good at it, don't do that. And I'm saying that out of very personal experience because on my C2 proficiency exam, I did not know how to write a report. I did not prepare for writing a report because
Oh,
I was not prepared for the report. I think I had written one and I was not good at it. But I had read the book in Cambridge on that time. They used to allow you to read a book, and there would be a task about it. And I was like, I love literature. I was crazy about using that. I read the book on that week prior to
yeah.
the exam in which I was relaxing. I was super happy about it. And then when I sit there to write, it was the report that connected with the book. So I was like, I'm just gonna read the report. And my score was probably awful because on the average between the two texts, it was like 205,
Yeah.
which is way below. It's still a C2 level, but I was definitely not happy about it. I really wanted to score high. I wanted to pass A, and I got a pass B
Oh,
because of that
oh,
report. So go be bold another
that,
day.
yes, that is a really good advice there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, go for the one, go for exactly the one that you can actually do. Don't try to impress in the moment of the exam. Don't try to show
Mhm.
off in the moment of the exam. You don't need it.
Yes.
Because in the moment
You
of
don't
the
need it.
exam, you're just gonna be you and the exam. That's it. I mean, you're not gonna be
Mhm.
showing it to everybody, you know. Go for the parts that
Exactly.
you already practice and you feel that you're the most powerful one. You're skillful
Definitely.
for that.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
exactly.
we're gonna have a problem there.
Yes. And if you feel
Yes.
like you cannot do that, if you feel like you really want to, for writing especially, make the option that you really that really resonates with you on the prompts, know all of the genres really well. All of them,
Yes.
which is not exactly, it's not, I don't know there for you, but here is not what usually happens. My students, most of them, they are good at articles and reviews. They love them. They're not a big fan of reports. But so there will always be some that will be your
Mhm.
strongest. But
Exactly. Well, yes, you gotta go for the strongest part, for the things that you actually know the most.
yeah, definitely.
That's a really good one. Well, I think we just got to the point. uh, to the end of this episode. I wish I could actually keep talking to you. I have a lot more questions here, but
We can do a
two
part
hours
two
episode.
someday.
Yeah. No, actually, this episode is gonna be two part.
Yeah,
So
you
we're gonna do
mentioned.
actually four parts here. Yes, because
It's
people don't like to
possible.
actually to listen to 1 hour. That happens only to Joe Rogan experience,
I
not to
see.
education. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the other
definitely.
one. Yeah, so that's why I had to actually split it. So yeah, it's been really good, really amazing actually talking to you. I've learned a lot, and for sure the audience learned a lot as well. But one more thing, how can people reach you? Because for sure in the
Uh,
audience there might be learners and they would like to reach you and see. You
sure.
can give it a
If
hand.
on Instagram at I'm gonna at Nicole, and then there's two L's because I couldn't mend Nicole with lessons
Yeah.
properly. And it's been like that forever. I'm not gonna change it. Nicole Lessons, or my email, nicole.catapano, catapano, CATAPANO at gmail.com.
Okay.
And you can definitely reach
Reach out.
out.
All right. I will actually just add this information in the videos and the next week's post on LinkedIn and all the platforms. So that
Awesome.
was very, very cool. Thank you very much, Nicole. You're a
Thank you. It
wonderful
was
speaker.
great.
I think you
Thank
should
you. It was great being here.
you should think actually consider open your own podcast. You're a wonderful speaker.
Thank you. I will think about that.
Yes, why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
be
you're
fun.
wonderful. All
Thank
right then.
you. It's been
So,
great.
any last word for the audience? No?
For the audience, take your exams so as to develop your skills, take it lightly, focus on your development. There's always more to learn. And the exams are a great way to do that. If you do need them for your career, it's okay. Just try to buy more time so that you may enjoy the ride and not get frustrated or unhappy about your results.
Amazing. And that's the way is it we drop the mic. Thank you, Nicole.
Yay.
Hope
Thank
to see you
you.
soon.
See you.